Hello, I'm Abby. I'm TopKnot Stitcher, and we're here for a low key, low tech hang and window shop chat and sip our Diet Coke together. Needlework Marketplace is coming up in 3 days. Can you believe it? Because I truly cannot believe it. So, if you're not familiar, it's a virtual trade show. Shops like myself get to go and see all the new releases. We buy them, they get shipped to me here in the studio. I ship it out to you. It's a great time all around. And you have probably been seeing your Instagrams and Flosstubes and inboxes, etc., get flooded with new release announcements because there is a ton of cross stitch coming to the shops near you and far from you. If you need an online needlework shop, I got you covered. So, if you're new here, hi, I'm Abby. I have a cross stitch shop, Top Knot Stitcher shop. I run it out of this room of my home. Here's a little preview. I'm finally going to hang some stuff up in my house. It's been 6 months since we moved in. Actually, it's been 8 months. Well, seven. It's been seven. But let's call it six. We're getting close. Anyway, how about instead of doing that, we window shop for the things that I can stitch to fill up the rest of the walls, right? So new stuff is coming out this weekend. I have a few hundred items listed for pre-order in my shop, and some things have just been listed in the last few days, and I thought it'd be fun to kind of just walk through those and highlight them because they haven't gotten as much time and attention as they deserve. And while you can continue to shop and order to your heart's content till the end of time in my shop, if you want to get these new goodies into your hot little hands as quickly as possible, I would suggest pre-ordering by Thursday, August 22nd, because I start placing my orders and finalizing my orders on Friday. So while if I sell out of something, I can get more of it, it's just going to slow you down. And I don't want that to happen. I want you to be able to stitch as quickly as possible on all the new delightful releases because, oh my goodness, let's go take a look at them. I'm going to stop talking. You can see all of us at topknotstitcher.com. If you've already placed an order, I will be combining orders and I'll refund your shipping as a store gift card when your order ships. If you And that is true up until the time that I ship your order. So since everything has to get shipped to me here in the studio, I'll start mailing things out as early as like Monday or Tuesday, depending on the contents of your order and like how many different designers you've got in your cart. You know, if you've ordered from one person, then as soon as that comes into me, I can ship your order out. Bing, bing, boom. You could get your goodies right away. If you've ordered from 10 different designers, it's going to take a minute because I have to wait for all 10 of those packages to get here before I ship it out. You get it, right? Okay. So it will take, 2-ish weeks for most of the orders to get shipped out, just because I have to wait for everything to come in. Um, and some stuff's coming from like Italy and Australia and all that good stuff. But we'll get it to you as quickly as possible. I'm pretty good at that, if I do say so myself. Let's just go talk about cross stitch because, like I said, I want to highlight some of the things that have been added just in the last couple days. I'm gonna move my face over here. Over here, what's least annoying? I'm gonna put it there for now, and we'll see how we feel. Here's my website. How exciting. Right here at the top, you can check out all of the upcoming releases. This is for Needlework Marketplace and other designers who just have new stuff coming out at the same time because it's a great time for cross stitch. Okay, just yesterday I added the new Teresa Kogut patterns. She has 3 new cross stitch patterns. I did not add, excuse you, I did not add her new punch needle because I don't punch needle. And if you do and you really want to check it out, then let me know because I can totally add those. But just in general, my stitchers don't request them, so I don't get them. Anyway, the point is she's got 3 new patterns for cross stitch, including this October's one. How adorable. We all love this quote, our dear Anne of Green Gables. And I love seeing this quote done in a style that's like not super Anne, if that makes sense. Um, Not that I think Anne wouldn't like this, but it's just like got that like primitive folk art vibe is not really what I associate with Anne, but it is absolutely what I associate with Teresa Kogut. And I just love it. I love this guy's skinny little gray top hat and these sunflowers, and then how she did the little shoop 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 for the straw. Teresa Kogut is brilliant. She also has this bittersweet bird. I have never looked at a pumpkin stem and wanted to stitch it more in my life. I don't know what it is about his little curly cue, the fact that he's a perfect perch for this cute little bird, the little stripiness of it. Like, I don't know. This is maybe the most perfect pumpkin I've seen in cross stitch, and it's only the top of it. I don't know how she does it. I just don't. Also, it's a fabulous bird, and I need to stitch him. And then we also have the Primbird's pin drum, which is super cute and just, I don't know, her use of color, especially in fall where we get all the oranges. I thrive, right? Orange for days. So those were just added yesterday. If you're curious, I think the biggest thing I'm waiting to still add to the shop is Stacy Nash. And last year she didn't send out information to shops before the show started, so I wasn't able to add them to the shop until Friday. So you might have to come back on Friday to add those onto your order. But I'll get them up as soon as possible. And I think that's I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, but that's kind of the last big one. Okay, then we have our beloved um, Lucy Beam. She has finally given us a cat pattern. I'm sure she has other cat patterns, but not in recent stitches. This is the Cat's 9 sampler, and I just love this so, so much because it has an orange cat, so you know I'm into it. I also just really dig this border. It's so simple, but so fun. And most of Lucy Beam's new designs are stitched on Lapin Loops fabric, which is her daughter. So I do have Lapin Loops fabric available for pre-order, and it is like a true pre-order because Megan broke her shoulder. So we are sending her all of the healing vibes and giving her all the time she needs to dye fabric. So if you place an order for any Lapin Loops fabric, it's not going to ship until um, like 8-12 weeks out. So don't expect it until at least November. Okay, but if you're not a cat person or you're also a dog person, we also have the Dog Days sampler, which is adorable as well. And I think these are both on Crypt Cloth. Yeah. Ugh, just brilliant. Okay, then we've got a couple cute little flag patterns. Spring flag. Although this is giving me kind of, I guess those are maybe like eggs. It's giving me kind of pumpkin-y gourd vibes. So you could totally just make it a different fall flag. But no need because there's also this fall flag with a big old pumpkin. Fabulous. And then we have, so in the not too distant past, there was a tomato Santa from Lucy Beam, but now we have, of course, the tomato witch, which I think every stitcher needs. Look at the green leaves and stems that are also just like perfect witch hair. I love it so much. Oh, I love it. Okay, and then we've got I love you so much. And this is stitched on one of the new colors from Lapin Loops called Sunken Depths. We'll get to them in a moment, but she's got 3 new colors for us. Love it. Did I skip a Lucy Beam? Yes, I did. I skipped over this fabulous Christmas one, Snowy Christmas. I love how chock full of snowflakes this is. I think this is just adorable. And like the stripiness of his little Santa coat. Let's see if we can figure out what color is that. Maybe Gentle Art Cranberry. That's pretty fabulous. I don't have that color in stock. Sorry. Okay, let's talk about Primitive Hare. I'm going to get all these links open to save us all time, and um, I'll just chat about how much I love Isabel. the designer behind Primitive Hare. Uh-oh, I have the wrong. No, I don't. It's standard cut and big cut, but I need to add a pre-order to that. Okay, we can do that. Oh my goodness, and she's got pins and fobs too. How are we so lucky? I hope that you don't mind my super chill, uh, whatever. I don't know what I was gonna say. Okay, this is called Spirits Tower. This is a market or marketplace exclusive. Look how fun this is. So it comes with finishing instructions, but it's just the chart. It has this cool button. She describes it as a button. It gives me more like cameo vibes. I don't really know, but you can order that as well. I already have some of those and some of the pins and fobs pre-ordered. So if I sell out of those, I will take more pre-orders, but they'll probably ship in like a month rather than I've got some that should be coming, fairly quickly. Anyway, okay, so Spirits Tower, this is so, she's got the swan and the peacock and the wolf and the squirrel, and then it zoops into a cute little secret container. Are you kidding? That's so fun. And then this is one of her new ones on a new fabric. This is on the new Damasco linen, and you get both of these little mermaid charts. I love it. And then I am quintessentially British at heart. And this uses a pin set that actually came out a couple years ago for the Platinum Jubilee chart that she did. But they work perfectly with this chart as well for you. I was going to say you Brits out there, but also just people who are quintessentially British at heart. This is for you. And then this is for me and all those cat lovers. Obviously, I'm going to make this cat orange, but this is C is for cat. And this is on the Christmas greenery linen that came out last year. So this little Christmas bow is printed on there. And then you just stitch the little ornament or little bell and the cat in place. Oh, it's so perfect. I love that. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, so here's the fabric. Has this cool little Christmas. I don't know what these sound effects are that I'm giving you, but here we are. Okay, and then this is Isabel Gowdy. Is that how you say it? I'm not sure. Um, Witch of Aldearn. I don't know who this is, but check out the witchcraft fabric that she is on. This is a new linen from Primitive Hare. And this is the one, there were two different pieces because this you'll need the bigger size of it to get the like full effect. Oh, 1626. Shall we Google who this chick is? Isobel Gowdy. Scottish woman confessed to witchcraft at Aldearn, 1662, not 1626. Scant information is available about her age and life. Uncertain, blah, blah, blah. Four confessions over a period of 6 weeks included details of charms and rhymes, claimed she was a member of a coven in service of the devil. Oh no. And she met with the fairy queen and king. Oh my goodness. All right. She's got a whole Wikipedia page. You're going to have to read more for yourself because we have more cross stitch to look at. There's another cool witchy one. This one, Mother Shipton, who I did look up but then promptly forgot. She's a creepy looking lady. Ursula is her real name, popularly known as Mother Shipton, an English soothsayer and prophetess according to English folklore. Sometimes described as a witch associated with folklore involving the origin of the rollright stones. This is not something I know anything about, but she sounds pretty fascinating. Again, she's got a whole Wikipedia page and you're going to have to check her out for yourself. She's also stitched on the witchcraft linen, but the smaller version because she is a smaller design. Okay, there it is. Look at that. How fun is that? So that's like printed on there. and then it becomes the perfect background to many a spooky witchy stitch. And I'm going to move this one over here so I remember to update the title. Okay, and then we've got two Jane Austen charts, including this little cutie, Miss Jane, and she is also stitched on a new linen on that Damasco that we'll look at in just a moment. Lovely. And then here we have the Jane Austen Queen of the Needles. So Izzy has a whole bunch of these Queen of the Needle books that are designed to be these little like trifold needle books where you have your 24, 26, and 28 needles. And oh, you have a whole quote and everything from Pride and Prejudice. I don't think she's done any specific people needle books before, has she? There's like an Earth Queen of the Needles and the Sun Queen of the Needles. There is a like St. Patrick's Day themed one. There's a Mother Ocean themed one. No, that's not true. There's like a Queen Elizabeth or something like that. I don't know. There's a lot of them and they're really beautiful. And to go along with it, you can get this cute little British literature pin set with Jane Austen and Shakespeare because who thinks of these things except for Izzy that you need a pin with a little sculpture of William Shakespeare and Jane Austen's heads on it? Is that not amazing? It is. It is amazing. Okay, then that's the Damasco linen. So cool. And then this is another new linen for Marketplace, fairy cloth. It's got a nice modeling going on, a nice, more like a more grungy version of Old Salem, which is used in a lot of her designs. A little darker, a little splotchier. I dig it. Okay, this is what I am maybe most excited about is this Binks scissor fob. Fun fact, Izzy calls me Binks. We were at a Halloween retreat at Sassy Jack's many a year ago, and there was a costume competition to dress up like a witch, and instead I dressed up like a black cat. And so since then, Izzy calls me Binks. So I like to think that this scissor fob is just for me. Oh, he's so cute. All you Hocus Pocus fans, I hope that you enjoy adding this to your stashes. She also, did she do a Hocus Pocus? She did a Practical Magic stitch last year. Did she have a Hocus Pocus one, or am I just making that up? I don't know. Okay, and then there's another pin set. This is Witch's Tools. Very spooky, would go well with any Halloween stitch. Love it, love it. Okay, and then we already looked at the Jubilee pin set in the quintessentially British pattern, but here it is up close. You get those 3 pins. But there's also the British literature pin set we looked at, and then there's also this Boleyn pin set. So Izzy mentioned she has a couple patterns that they've not been announced fully yet, so I'm guessing that this goes with one of them. Or it's just cool, because why not? So like I said, I've got some of those already pre-ordered, so they should be ready to ship within a couple of weeks. So if you are excited about that, go ahead and get your order in sooner than later. Let's take a journey to Canada and our friend Blueberry Ridge. Emily is the daughter of Pansy Patch Stitchery. So you'll see some similarities in, there's definitely like a common aesthetic here. You can see the family relation. But I love Emily's use of, I mean, they both use great colors and flowers and everything. I don't know. It's just cool to see how they are clearly like related and yet have very distinct styles, if that makes sense. We'll maybe look at Pansy Patch, maybe not, because we've already been talking for a long time. This is her new monochromatic sampler. She did a seasonal series, and this is the first of the holiday series, and I love it very much. Um, I'm very excited about this one. I wonder what is this fabric? She stitched hers on Early Halloween by X Jude Design. It's pretty perfect for a Halloween stitch. But this would look so cool on so many like moody colors. Ooh, this would look really cool stitched in like a really deep purple, very witchy, or with a couple little colors thrown in for accents. Ooh, I can't wait to see what people do. And this is Summer Blooms. I think she said this is the first in a series. And I just like, oh, I just love it. It's so pretty. That's the only word I have for it is pretty. There's another series going on, which is this House on a Hill series. So this is House on Kiwi Hill, which is just the most adorable thing I've ever heard in my life. And I love this little row of kiwi slices because how often have you seen kiwi incorporated in cross stitch? Like not a once, but here we have it. There's also like a pear hill and a strawberry hill and a blueberry hill, and they're all either the same exact dimensions or very, very close and like a very, kind of similar layout. You got a cute house, some cute flowers and urns and flower pots, and then a row of fruit and a charming little border, and I just love it. And then she also has this Where the Wildflowers Grow. So this is part of a six-part series. This is just the second. So you can see over here, this is part one, was I think called Bramble Cottage. And this pattern is a little bit taller. Very interested to see the full layout and how it shakes out. Um, let's go look at real quick. Here's part one, Bramble Cottage. Mm, so cute. So you can see like they'll look very nice all together, I'm assuming. But they also work as standalones as well. Pretty cool. Okay, JBW, the queen of stitching things over two and over one to show you adorableness at its finest. Um, okay, so we had Fleur de Alphabet or ABC, I forget exactly, that came out, I think, at Market. And now we have Fleur de Noël, which is just the most pretty collection of scripty letters in pinks and reds. What colors did she even use? Let's see, romance. Um, two colorways stitched for this design. Oh, maybe I missed a photo. But this is in romance and DMC. And then there's a green version in English Ivy and Eve's Leaves. That would be beautiful. I'll have to go find a picture of that. Lovely. Okay, this is what I mean, in that she will stitch her models over two and then she'll stitch them over one. And like, look how cute that is. So cute. Schoolhouse in the round. She has a whole series of in the rounds. There's stitching in the round, there's cats in the round, there's a billion other things in the round. Those are just the two that I have in my personal head right now. um, Ribbon red or schoolhouse red with a little accent color. Oh, I love it. I think she does a lot of these in the rounds in red, but you could obviously do them in anything. But schoolhouse and red seems to fit pretty well. Okay, and then we have Petite Christmas Village. Look how cute these are. Oh my goodness. I love this little barn. There's a little snow and a house and a church. Or wait, two churches? Or is one a school? I guess this one looks like it has a cross. So a little pink church, charming, and then a little red schoolhouse. I think that's the vibe. Cute. Okay, and then another one where we get to see it over two and over one, Enchanted Village stocking, also in red. Because red makes for a great monochromatic stitch. I don't know what it is. So cute. But if Enchanted Villages are not your thing, how about a Quaker stocking? Look how cute and tiny it is. Oh, I love going into JBW's room at Market because Judy has like 1,000 models in there, but they're also small and amazing. And then this is Sampler Stocking 2, cute little Christmas scene. But if that's not enough stockings for you, don't worry because we also have a new little booklet called Sing a Song of Christmas Stockings that has 15 stocking designs in it. So I'm not sure what other designs are included. Uh, that has either not been revealed or maybe Judy did a YouTube video about it. We'll have to go check out her Flosstube and maybe she's shown us more. I'm so excited. There's also a charm pack available that has, I forget how many charms she said are in it. Charm pack available. Okay, who knows? But it has all the charms needed to stitch all of the stockings in the booklet, which is pretty cool. Okay, next up, oh, we have 4 new colors from Dinky Dyes, which is very exciting because there are not new colors that I am aware of from any other floss dyer coming out this month. So, um, all the attention gets to be on Dinky Dyes, and I'm here for it. So we have Scarecrow is this first color. Something purple. What is it? Bell Heather is the purple. Um, Broomstick is this brown. How perfect is that? And then Aurora is this lovely blue and purple. So I'm so excited about these because I think they will work so well in a variety of Halloween and fall and autumn designs. Oh, like yes. Yes, yes. So you can pick up a set of one skein of each of those 4 colors, or if you've got like a vision for what you want to do with some of these colors and you need more of a single color, let me know. I got you covered. I love it so much. Okay, then Erin Elizabeth is showing up as an overachiever with like 1,000 new designs. Let's open these up real quick so we can just go click, click, click. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. So first up, you camping fans, camping lantern. Look at those fireflies. Look at their little like glowing butts. I love it so much. So I'm assuming that these are stitched in DMC, except for one I'll show you. It has a Dinky Dyes with it. But I think this pattern in particular would be fun to kind of mix up your colors, like get a cool gray going on for those mountains, a cool dark green for those trees could be fun, a really cool overdyed for the lantern, maybe some glow in the dark thread for the firefly butts. So many options. And then we have two more tiers, strawberry tier, which is so cute and sweet. And then dog tier because we got cat tier at market, so now we get dog tier. Gotta be fair. Look at the little pug. So cute. Okay, and then we have this cute little seasonal Hello Autumn. Look how fun that is. I mean, I know it's like a very classic autumn stitch, right? But also there's just something magically autumnal about it, and I dig it. Look at this little bird just hanging out. Cute. And then an autumn biscorn new, cute little sunflower on top, and then a pumpkin patch peeping up from the bottom layer. I love that so much. And then we've got a couple patriotic ones. We have American House, which comes with this house design, but also these 2 little smalls. So that's fun. And then a patriotic U. Look at the cute little backing board, whatever she mounted this on is so perfect. And this one does come with a set of floss as well. So you can get the 6 colors that are used. I'm assuming that a lot of those same colors could be incorporated into that other patriotic stitch, but they're not officially called for. And then we have a new Christmas design, Believe, which is a lovely little monochromatic stitch. This would look so pretty also on that Sunken Depths blue linen from Lapin Loops, but this one's on Dusk. No, not Dusk. Haunted from Picture This Plus. I think that's Picture This Plus. Not sure. And it's stitched in a Dinky Dyes, so you can get the chart and a skein of beautiful silk floss. We're going to come back to Yasmine because I missed two designs somehow when I was first adding her. So she's further down. Actually, no, let's just look at these now. Why deny ourselves? So she has a new alphabet series going on, and we have the first four letters, which are not A, B, C, D, which I find very refreshing to do an alphabet in whatever order you please. So we have L is for lemon, beautiful. There's also C is for cottage, so we do have C covered. My personal favorites of the alphabet series, let's check out, get out of my way, face, new to old. We have P is for pumpkin and S is for sunflower. And these, maybe they're my favorites because they're very autumnal. Cottage and lemon are very like summery, whereas these two are given major fall vibes. But look at that pumpkin. Are you kidding? Oh, I love it. I love it. Um, it's on a cappuccino linen from Fiber on a Whim. We also love to see that. And then sunflower. Oh, look at those sunflowers. S is for sunflower. So they're all like given major, like here's a house and some pretty stuff. Except for the pumpkin, where the pumpkin is the house. And I love that too. And then she's got a few other new designs for us that are all very wintry. So we have a new Quaker. This is Stag Quaker. Oh, he would also look really cool in that deep dark blue. And then Christmas Village, which at first I was like, why is this Christmas Village? I don't see it. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I have to go look at this row of houses underneath the tree. Duh. But I just love how she incorporates a lot of like fun geometric stuff in her designs. And that tree looks like it would be both really fun and really annoying to stitch in the best possible way. Like easy to count, but also you better not count wrong. And then we also have a winter sampler, which is just lovely. And you could super easily, if you didn't want to stitch the alphabet, bring that on down and just stitch a beautiful little wintry vase that's not poinsettias. All right, we also have a new Mirabilia design coming soon. This is Pretty to Think So, and I just look at her and those pretty flowers just floating around her, and a pretty crazy, like if this is a flower crown, that's intense. If it's a hat, I don't know, but it's lovely. So you can pre-order the chart, the bead pack, and then I also have the called for linen and the one Karen water lilies that's used in this pattern available. Um, I have started carrying Mirabilias again, basically just as the new ones come out. I place an order up front, but I don't keep a huge stock of them. So if you want her, don't delay. All right, let's talk about Proper Stitcher because Annie has a bunch of new designs. I think this one is my very favorite. This is another one of the You designs. Celebrating You, I think, is the official name of the series. But this one is called Boo You. Amazing. It's just amazing. Her little hat with a little spider. I also really appreciate spiders that do not have 8 legs. I don't know why. I just really love them, and it's real unusual to see a spider with only 4 legs. I like to stitch my spiders with 6 legs personally. Don't have good reasons for you. She also has a new nope, that's not it. A new Thanksgiving You design, Thankful You, with the big old turkey sitting on top. How cute is he? Oh, love it. So there's also a Lucky You, a Patriotic You, I think. I don't think I have that one in stock anymore. But there's Lucky You, so cute. And then um, there is So You, which is my second favorite after Boo You. Look how cute. Look at her balancing that stack of spools. That is some skill. You're taking care of a sheep and you're balancing three spools like that. That is major talent. Okay, so we have another Thanksgiving design we gather together, which is this really beautiful house with a lovely little just display of pumpkin-y urns and things and squirrels and a border and ooh, it's just good. It's good stuff. I really like this bottom border. Also, looks like it would be both fun and annoying to stitch in the best way, not annoying in a bad way, in a good way. And then one more Thanksgiving one in All Things Give Thanks with a charming little white pumpkin mounted on a whitish pumpkin. Very fun. I really like that blue. I wonder what that looks like. It might be. Oh, that's. I was like, it's not one of these colors. None of those sound blue. It's Weeks Dye Works Deep Sea. Nice. Okay. And we have a lovely little Frances Grayson, 1863. Love it. I love that Frances used this purple, but with a little bit of green, just for fun. And then we have another, this almost like fits the Thanksgiving vibe as well, but a really lovely monochromatic stitch. There's room at the table for everyone, which could be a literal Thanksgiving table, but also just a generic table. And I love that she's showing this in two colorways. I think I like this white on blue a lot. So we have Milk and Honey using Gloriana Swamp Water is this top one, or Wind Song from Grace Notes Fabric using Oatmeal Scone from Belsoir. Nice. Oh, I just love monochromatic stitches. Okay, and then another, speaking of monochromatic stitch, this is Hallows Manor from the Proper Stitcher. You get these three patterns. So spooky cute. This one would be so much fun to like mix up and choose some of your own colors. That's what I love about monochromatic patterns is like they're very fun to stitch as is and like pick a color and go to town, or pick a bunch of colors and choose your own palette and go to town. I think it like makes it easier to kind of pick your own colors for a pattern when you get to see it in a monochromatic way and then just like plug in your own. It can sometimes be a lot more overwhelming to like if you're doing a total changing up the whole palette versus like substituting a couple of colors here and there. I think it kind of gives you a, if you're like wanting to experiment with that, my suggestion for you is to pick a monochromatic pattern and then pick out some of your own colors to put in. So she stitched hers with Carriage Black Gentle Art, which I don't have in stock, but I did list for you a couple other nice like dark gray flosses that you could totally use instead. But also, I kind of just want to see everything stitched up in that new purple from Dinky Dyes. Oh, and there's Boo You again. So cute. Okay, and then Tiny Modernist. Always crushing it. There's so much Thanksgiving this year. Let's start with that one. We have another Thanksgiving pattern. Gather here with grateful hearts. So lovely. So lovely. I like this mix of like the lines on the pumpkins being both stitched over here, but then back stitched. I think that's really fun to see. I don't love what my bangs are doing though. Okay, but then if you're tired of Thanksgiving, don't worry because we got Halloween too. Look at this trick or treat. Oh my goodness. Again, like sprinkle in that new purple from Dinky Dyes. What a lovely, lovely color. I'm assuming this is stitched in DMC. A lot of Tiny Modernist uses DMC or Cosmo sometimes. Oh, but I love that. I love having like mostly black, but then the accents with the colors, and you got these cute little row of trick-or-treating monsters. Oh, are they monsters or are they children dressed as monsters? We may never know. And sure enough, just four colors of DMC. How fun. Okay, and then keeping up with her whole lineup is very autumny because now we have this small fall sewing. Look how cute that is. Are you kidding me? This would be the cutest little pillow. Oh, and then we have another like fall Halloween bobbing for apples. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. I love the little cat. I love the spooky little skull just kind of snuck in there. I love the mushrooms. I love the sunflowers. I love this pumpkin man. Oh, I love it. And this looks like it would stitch up so quickly and yet also would probably take longer than you think because that is a lot of colors happening. Although, oh, this one's in Valdani. Interesting. But you know she's giving you the DMC colors. Okay, and then do you remember the fun little spring rabbit pillows that we got this year at Market? And now we have autumn animal pillows. I love it. I love it so much. I have no words. It's just so much fun. It's so much fun to have things finished into other shapes, you know? Like pillows finished into other shapes that aren't just a little square. Oh, it's so cute. Is a lot of backstitching involved. Or what if you just took a pen and you drew it? I don't actually recommend that, but that's just where my brain goes. Okay, also let's talk about Quaint Rose Needleart because she has, I think, 7 new designs in all. And we're gonna start over here and work my way up to my favorite. This is the Scarecrow Spool Set. Um, it is 5 designs that you see here, and I love that you can see she stitched some of them on perforated paper and then some of them on linen, and then has them finished in a couple different ways. I love the use of the spools. Oh, major Scarecrow vibes going on across, I guess, just 2 designs. I think just 2 designs, but that's a lot. So, sure. Oh, so cute. Then we have an Anne Hughes 1852. We did have a different Anne Hughes, did we not previously, or was she Anne somebody else? Um, Maybe I don't have her in stock anymore. Maybe she was Anne somebody else, or different Hughes. I don't know. Um, but a fun little Adam and Eve sampler with real fun, bright colors. Oh yeah, Woodfield. Anne Woodfield? Because that's the one, that's maybe what I'm thinking of behind her. Anne Hughes. Hmm. I'll find out later. Okay, this is super fun because how often do we get to see fun reproduction samplers on bright purple fabric? Hardly ever. And this bird, the colors, I'm obsessed. Mary Bainon. Cute. Okay, and then Spooky Mansion. No scarecrows, but that's okay because we do have some real cool bats happening. And then some spooky birds, a spooky house. It's stitched on a spooky fabric. That's Grandpa's sleeve from Extra Designs. A spooky fence, like just spooky all around. So fun. Okay, but if you're ready for some Christmas, because there's been a shocking lack of Christmas so far, at least today, we have this really lovely Gingerbread Village set. There's actually a third design as well that she didn't have done yet. Oh, but it's just such a calming Christmas vibe. I love this one in particular, where you get gingerbread, but also lots of holly. Cute. What fabric is that? Stitched on seafoam. This would look really good on pistachio from Fiber on a Whim, or beanstalk even, or silver fox. Can you tell I love Fiber on a Whim? Okay, then we have another urn design. So she has several other urns. There's like pumpkin urn, there's peppermint urn, there's peppermint urn. Do I not have any pumpkin urns? I guess not. Pinwheel urn is pumpkin urn down here. I'll get some more. And then I think there's even a tulip urn. So we've got like all the seasons covered. and some holidays. And now we've got stitching totally covered. I also went ahead and put together a few thread packs for these. So if you um, are ready to stitch it, I got you covered. This one's fun because it's stitched on like Macy, I think her name is Macy, does a lot of these patterns where she uses like two different fabrics stitched together, which is just such a fun way of incorporating more color into your stitching. But you could also very easily stitch it all on one fabric, or if you really wanted the effect, you could stitch the background of that whole section in green. I wouldn't recommend that, but you could totally do it. Or you know what else you could do instead of stitching in a ruler, you could get some like ruler finishing tape or twill tape, or you could just take the ruler out and just put stitcher, or you could leave off that total bottom section and just do this cute little stitching urn. So many options. Okay, then we have this fabulous stitching maiden. I love that she is basically wearing a top knot. I love that she's got this like cute little greenhouse situation going on. Her dress is fabulous. Um, she's got her tomatoes covered. She's got her scissors covered. I don't know what this beautiful garlandy thing is supposed like. I don't know what I don't have the words for it. I just really love this border. That's all I'm trying to say. It's just so lovely. Um, I love this bottom border. Oh, I just love so many things about this. Oh, and she is stitched in a bunch of gentle art, classic color works. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I like her a lot. Okay, but my very favorite from Quaint Rose in this lineup is called Fall Sweet Fall. It is this epic fall piece. I cannot stop staring at it, and I'm very excited to stitch it. This is stitched using DMC and then four colors of Cottage Garden threads, one of the Stitcher's palettes that has like one really variegated color and then three like corresponding colors, and they're incorporated throughout this, and I just think it is so lovely. It's the Fireplace palette. I have sold out of I have in the store right this minute, but luckily I have more already on order. They will take a little while to get here, but hopefully will ship within September. So we're hoping for quick turnaround there. Um, but I won't hold up orders on behalf of these threads for that case because they could take a minute. But I just love this. Look at the little, like you get all this little, like you look at this and you don't think farm when you first look at it, but then as you dig into it, right, you get these fabulous flowers. But you have this little like bee scap. You have these little farm animals down here, this cute little horse, this cute little chicken, a little pumpkin patch. Like, oh, I just love it so much. I want to stitch it. And it is stitched on another needle and flax. I don't have a needle and flax fabric, but I do have some other things that would look real good on. All right. Speaking of Cottage Garden, let's talk about, oh, I skipped one other Quaint Rose. We also have Anna Marilyn. Cute little reproduction. Okay, but then we also have Mojo Stitches, who uses a lot of Cottage Garden threads. We have this lovely little My Apple Tree. Oh, what a cute fall stitch. I love it, but not as much as I love this Halloween Blooms. Look at it! And so this also uses a different Stitcher's palette. This is the Mary Shelley palette from Cottage Garden Threads. Oh, I should link it to this design, but I will just show you. Mary Shelley. Bam! So if you get this thread palette, you have all the threads needed to stitch that fabulous design. And see how you've got one color that's like super variegated that kind of incorporates other, like these three colors are represented in it. You get it. Oh, it's just so fun. So fun. And then this uses the Yule palette. So you have this lovely little Christmas baubles design. So, so, so sweet. And it's stitched using these four. Here we go. I have to wait for more of these to come in as well, but these four colors of delightful cottage garden threads, which would be really fun to incorporate in a lot of different holiday stitching. Same as the Mary Shelley palette would be so easy to sub in for different Halloween stitches. Okay, more from Mojo. We have Over the Stream by the Mill, this cute little like Delft Blues vibes. So charming. And an antique beadwork. Was this the beadwork one? Maybe not. Okay, an antique reproduction. Cool. Cute little pink house. Love it. Okay, maybe I'm making it up because she had a beadwork one recently. But we also have Hares in the Breeze, which is just such a fun, like, you can see so much movement in this piece. And you get real nice autumn vibes, which you wouldn't think of hares and autumn, but you would if you're Mojo Stitches. But we have this one. I'll get some more of this. Um, oh, I need to change it so you can actually order it because I have more coming. Um, this is an antique beadwork piece adapted into cross stitch, which is just so clever. I love Joanna so much. Okay, shall we talk about Puntini Puntini and her fabulous pins? She has a bunch of new patterns. They're further along in my shop, but I want to show you some pins. I already have these ordered, so don't wait on ordering them. This is her market exclusive set of these 7 pins, 7 handmade, adorable little autumny pins for only $16, which is a really great deal. But like, look at that bird and that little fox. Oh, these are just so much fun for decorating pillows. Unless you're like me and you just never finish things, and then these are just fun to collect. I love this one. Like, who ever thought of putting a pomegranate into a pin? Also, I love the little cluster of grapes. I live in wine country. Let me tell you, the vines are full, and harvest season is going to be here like any minute, which is pretty crazy. Okay, then we have this lovely little Halloween trio. Look at this cat and his little tail. So fun. And then another crow and the bat. And then if you're just like, give me all the crows, sure thing, you can get 3 crows. Love this little autumn one as well. This is the Happy Squirrel pin set. So you get this chunky little squirrel, a leaf, and an acorn. Perfect for any autumn stitch. And then a cute little button set, which is just the cutest. And she has a pattern that this goes with quite well. It's obviously shown here framed, but there's no such thing as too many buttons, which I first read as there's no such thing because of the snowman, but it works both ways. But if you did this in a pillow, it'd be so cute with the little button pins. But really, they could go so well with like any stitching themed anything. And then these little Christmas socks pins. Are you kidding? So she has a new Christmas Biscornu trio. They'd look so cute with those. Or again, like any Christmassy stitch. I've already sold out of these. I need to see about getting some more. So we're gonna skip over that for now. BeStitchMe has 2 new colors of linen coming out that you can stock up on in my shop if you wish. So we have Toasted Marshmallow, which is just such a lovely, like super splotchy and yet still neutral. This would look so good with so many of these autumn stitches coming out. And I think would make for a very fun fabric to use for a lot of those reproduction samplers because you're giving it like a grungy vibe without it being too distracting. But there's also this fun blue one called Sandbar. Love it. Love it. This would be a very fun fabric for a lot of like beachy projects or just like summery projects. I think that'd be fun. And then this is not a new color, but I have some Scotsman linen ordered. This is used for Counting Puddles, has a fabulous new design called Books Are Magic that is stitched on that fabric. So I've got the called for count um, on the way. Oh, I just don't understand how she gets so much texture out of just thread. I don't even think this isn't beads or anything, just thread, just back stitching. Crazy. Okay, and then have you seen the new releases coming from Primrose Cottage because they dropped a lineup of 4 Halloween patterns and a new needle minder. And I've been waiting and waiting for them to do a Halloween Quaker, and it is finally here. We've got a Christmas Quaker, we've got a Valentine's Day Quaker, we have a patriotic Quaker. We finally have our Halloween Quaker. We also have spring, summer, winter, autumn. So if you are missing any Quakers, what have you been doing with your life? Let's get on it. But especially the Halloween Quaker, like just yes. So I love that some of their Quaker designs are done monochromatically and then some are done with a few colors. This one has 4 colors at play, which I think is like the most. So I think the most for the other ones is 3. But I think this would also be one that would like work pretty well to stitch in just one color. You might need to like the candy corn isn't going to have a very cool effect. And like you'd have to obviously like stitch, like leave out the face of the jack-o'-lantern. Like you'd have to leave out a couple details to modify it to just one color. But it'd be real cool in that purple Dinky Dyes that I keep pushing on everybody. Oh, well, it's so good. But don't bother with stitching just a Quaker because there's also a Halloween quilt design using the same color palette. So cute. And there's also a Halloween alphabet, which adds a color. I think it uses, yeah, this one adds in stepping stones. And maybe my second favorite of this lineup is the Salem Sisters Stitchery. So we've gotten Salem Sisters Apothecary. Is that what it was called? Apothecary? I think so. Anyway, but now we have the Stitchery. It's so cute. And so it uses the same colors. It adds in the green there. But because we are working with the same 6 colors across all of these designs, I have here where you can put together your own little thread pack. Um, all of the designs call for different quantities of the different threads. Some don't use all the colors, but they all use the onyx, parchment, sweet potato, and sassy brass. I am low on onyx, so I gotta try to get my hands on some more of that. But you can put together your own little thread pack for stitching the designs. Just check how many are needed for your various selections. And use your best judgment if you're stitching, on a higher or smaller count. No, higher, smaller, larger, bigger, larger, lower. You know what I mean, right? Okay. And when in doubt, round up. That's the key. There's also a new needle minder though. Look at this crazy cute looking jack-o'-lantern with a pins. Like we've seen the tomato pin cushion, obviously, but forget that. You can have a little jack-o'-lantern pin cushion. Yes, please. Why are those not a thing? Pumpkin pin cushions all the way. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, let's talk about the new Lapin Loops colors because there are 3. We've talked about this one a few times. This is Sunken Depths. It is a new color. I am delighted by it. But again, these will not ship for like 2 or 3 months. So in this case, if you have this fabric in your order with some other stuff, I will send 2 separate packages and I will not charge you extra shipping for those. Because I don't want you to have to wait 3 months for your package. So either place a separate order and you can take care of the shipping and I would appreciate it, or just don't worry about it and I'll send your fabric once it's ready, and give you the chance to add on to that shipment when it's ready to go. Okay, this is my favorite, maybe. This is Tombstone, a real nice, like dusty gray, brown, purple deliciousness. Oh, so good. And then we also have Old Man's Beard, which is giving vibes of Old Money from Classic Colorworks, right? It's this lovely, like grungy green. Mmm, it's very fun. I haven't had much Lapin Loops in stock lately, but I will be restocking. So you can also reserve your favorite color and count of some other popular ones. Grandpa's Shop Rag is always a winner. Okay, let's talk about Kathy Barrick. We've been talking for a while, and I should probably go like do some other prep for Marketplace, but I want to show you more Kathy. And then we'll show you Liz. Let's get these up and ready to admire. You've probably seen these. We're also going to talk about Little Robin Designs. I'm trying to decide on a stopping point right now, if you can't tell. We're going to look at Little Robin Designs. I want to show you this one. I want to show you this one. I want to show these all to you, but we don't have time, so I'm just going to spot pick a few to look at. A few. This is a lot. Oh, we've got more cat tarots. I want to look at them. We've got some real cuteness coming. I want to look at all of it. Oh my goodness. How do we even choose? Well, we look at our friends for sure. So let's look at Works by ABC. Okay. And then we'll stop. Oh, just a few more. Kathy Barrick has these two new tombstone patterns. Both come in the same chart. These tombstone blocks are at Michael's right now in their Halloween decor. If you just like search for tombstone decor, I bet this would come up. One is like Ichabod, and one is, I don't know, like Vlad maybe, or something kind of Dracula-esque. Vlad or Ichabod, search those and you'll find them. Perfect. You will have to stitch it on 40 count or 20 count to get it to fit. And if you did not see, I have just received a huge shipment of 20 count Aida from Fiber on a Whim. Some is already sold out, but don't worry, I've got more coming. And I love Fiber on a Whim so much. I will never stop. Oops, this is not, oh, no, that is just labeled wrong. This is a 20 count page, but it includes the 20 count Aida that I have of Vintage Country Mocha from Witchelt. Anyway, I've got another huge box coming in, and we gotta get some more in the dye pots. 20 count is the best fabric in the entire world. It's like stitching on 40 count, but it's also stitching on Aida, but you get tiny stitches. Oh, it's just so good. If you haven't tried it, you need to. Okay. This is another fabulous design from Kathy Barrick, Happiness. She's so good at like just throwing animals into a pattern and it just works perfectly. Perfectly. I love it. I also really like this fence because it reminds me of home because we had horse fences just like that. It makes me happy. Stitched on sand from Fiber on a Whim. 40 count sand, or perhaps you could get some 20 count Aida. Oh, this one is so good. It gives like tiny bits of Autumn on Lazy Bear Mountain vibes, but like so much smaller and simpler to stitch. I love this border so much. I love just a little bit of text, a little autumny quote. I love this like fantastic like archway around the house, basically. I don't know what it is, but I love it. I love a sun and a moon that are at the bottom of a pattern, a tree in the top of the pattern. Like everything about this is like classic primitive style, but make it whimsical. And I'm obsessed. The beauty of autumn. Okay, and then we have the Mighty Oak, this fabulous urn. This kind of looks a lot like the, well, a lot. It looks a little bit like the, not the pinwheel design, but the vibrant flowers design that she had at Market, but make it autumn. It's fun. And then we have this real cool like band sampler vibe, Truth and Honor sampler, which is just so pretty. And then this is a collaboration with Liz Mathews, mother and daughter, if you did not know. Visit from St. Nick. So cute, so Christmassy, classic Christmas vibes all the way. There's another collaboration piece, Santa and the Wool Makers. Oh, it's so sweet. I love it. And then let's get into Liz Mathews while we're thinking about it. I think this is my favorite from Liz for this season. This is Boo Spook Haunt. Because who would ever put ghosts and flowers together like this? And it's like such a classic like Liz vibe, but then make it a little spooky. Are you kidding? I love it. I love it so much. So much. We also have the next in the 12 Days of Christmas series. So you get both the sampler design and the tree design. 'Tis the season to be jolly. It is your 11 pipers piping. So cute. So cute. Oh, this one is also so pretty. That blue house and like so many flowers going on, and then it's like so beautiful, but look at those little sneaky spiders and spider webs. You could leave those out very easily if you're not wanting to. I also, Liz, appreciate that the spiders have 6 legs. Excellent choice. I am team 6-leg spider all the way, as previously stated. I love these flowers along the bottom. Oof, I love the whole palette here. It is gorgeous. Flowers and Friends. It is on fragile linen from Needle and Flax and stitched in DMC. And then this one's so fun. Patchwork spools. Um, Obviously it's charted for certain colors, but I think this would be such a fun way to like use up some scrap thread in your floss collection. And I mean, you'd have to get a little creative with how, she's got like the back stitching to kind of give it texture, which is so fun. But you could incorporate like whatever thread palette you want, or like when you have just like, one strand left of something, how fun to plug it into something like this. Or like a retreat piece, it'd be kind of a chunky retreat piece. But if you had like 9 friends or 8 friends, I guess, I wouldn't make it like a pass around project. It's kind of a little bit of a commitment. But to have like a set amount of people who really love you and would put in, 100 stitches for you or whatever those are, that would be so fun. Like your table. It's a good idea. Okay, and then we have October Quakers. Classic monochromatic. Love it. You get both of these, this cute little Octobery Quakery tree, but then also the little boo. Oh. And this is trimmed with bare ribbon from Lady Dot Creates. I've got some in the shop right now. It just came in my last shipment. How perfect. And this one's stitched on muted Sedona. Beautiful. It would also look really good on pumpkin from Fiber on a Whim. I have it in 20 count right now. Just saying. Okay, then we have this lovely little sampler, golden sampler fragment. This is like my kind of sampler vibe. Like I'm not going to stitch a giant reproduction, but I'll stitch a little guy like this. And I love like irregular borders. Like the top part, you got like a little bit of a classic border vibe, and then you got this like crazy border along the bottom with big old flowers, and then no border on the side. You don't need it. You've stitched enough. And this cute little yellow house. So cute. Okay, let's talk about Little Robin Designs. This is my favorite of her lineup. No surprise because it's Halloween and it's monochromatic-ish stitching. Um, again, this would look so good with that purple Dinky Dyes. Just saying. But I love how she like made her own little color block situation here, and you could so easily, do that for all of them, or do one with black on the bottom, orange on the top, and vice versa. Cute, cute, cute. She has another Halloween design, Hallows Eve Greetings. That looks like it could be on Grandpa Shop Rag. It sure is. Would also look really great on Pumpkin from Fiber on a Whim. And then this one is so fun, so simple, so quick, would stitch up so fast, keep calm, and stitch on. We love it. I love that it looks like, is that on giant count fabric? No, those are just little, like, big ol' Smyrna crosses. But you could totally just do X's instead. But I love that it creates this, like, illusion of giant cross stitches. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Okay. Reproduction sampler, Jane Trelor. Trelor? I don't know. Beautiful. And then a little reproduction. I say little, but that's a lot of stitching. Samuel Tiplady. Like a lovely little, I mean, it's sad. It's a memorial sampler. But what a beautiful memorial sampler. I love that it's like a beautiful vase of flowers and not just like a gravestone. But gravestones can be good memorial samplers too. Oh, let's talk about ink circles. I was only going to show you this one, but now I think we have to maybe go look at more of them. A while back, Tracy did a Garden of Zig, as seen right here, and now we have a companion piece, the Forest of Zag. Love it. It's stitched in cottage garden threads. I will have those available for you. I love it so much. Do I have Garden of Zig in my stash? Yes. Have I touched it? No. Hold on. I do want to show you. We'll go look in a second at one other Tracy one. Okay, this is one of the Pansy Patch new releases, Blackbird Sampler. I'm really digging the monochromatic pieces this year. And I love that this is like a black monochromatic sampler, but it's not Halloween, but it gives kind of Halloween vibes, but not really. And you could do it in any color. You could totally do it in that purple Dinky Dyes. That would be a little silly. I think this would look real pretty in Black Crow. Ooh, yes. Okay, and then because we were on a roll, so here's another monochromatic. We belong. If we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten we belong to one another. I think if everyone could just absorb a little bit of Beth Twist's energy, we could have world peace. She's extraordinary. Ooh, it's stitched in a Gloriana. Very nice. Okay, and then I had to show you the turkey stocking. Turkey talk. Oh, so Beth has another stocking design as well with like an autumn one, and then she has, hold on, now we have to go look at her other new releases because I don't remember what the fourth one is. New to old, please. Thank you. Oh yeah, she has another Americana Mamas. So this one features Lady Rosie. Love it. I think this is my favorite of this series. Okay, let's talk about Dirty Annie's. She is snarky, she is spooky, she has this real cool capuchin, I don't know how to say it, crypt design. There's a whole little story about the design. You can go read it. She has the text of what's on the wall of the crypt or whatever. What you are now, we once were. What we are now, you shall be. Love it. So spooky. So spooky. Okay, but if spooky's not your thing, look at this beautiful Christmas one. Oh, it's so nice. They're so tall and skinny. And their faces are so, like, they're so tall. It's so fun. And just singing away. Also, look at these cute little skunks. I had someone commented on Instagram. I had posted a picture of just this like quilt blocky one, and she said that she thought they were squirrels at first, which they do. Like their bodies do look a little squirrely here, but don't worry, they're actually skunks, and they're the cutest skunks I've ever seen. But if you're more into squirrels, you could totally like just change up the colors a little bit and make these squirrels. Okay, and then we have two new cat tarot cards, the Emperor and the Hierophant. Hierophant. I always forget how to say it. Maybe that all of those were wrong. I don't know. But so we're up to 6 of the cat tarot at this point. Okay, fairy wool in the woods. There we go. Has a whole little like ABC series, and the latest is ABC of coffee. It comes with this cute little coffee button or bead or whatever it is, and the little spoon charm, which is just like too cute for words. Um, and then she also has a new coffee fabric. Did I open it? No. So she does 2 different coffee dyed fabrics. One is called Witch Tina Linen. It is very strongly scented. So if that is not your thing, I advise against ordering it. But if you don't mind the smell of coffee, then order away. But she has a new Ada version called Ada in My Coffee, which is adorable. And then she also has a new stocking design. This is the Merry Stitches Christmas stocking. And it is like so stitchy. I love it so much. If you have a big sewist in your life, this would be such a like even down to the little cutter set and the sewing basket and the sewing machine and the threads and the scissors and the needles and just all the things. And the DMC at the top. Oh, I'm like, what a happy little Santa. It's a lot of stitching, but a great value, only $17 for a beautiful stocking. Okay, and then From the Heart has a cute little Rocky Mountain Quaker. I have been pleasantly delighted at how popular this design has been. I have almost all the threads in stock, but now I'm missing one color, so I sold out of the official thread sets that I have, but I have 3 of the 4 colors available. But I'm missing the green, which is kind of an important part here. But I think this is so pretty. And then this is one of my favorites from her this year. This is Elizabeth's Autumn Basket. I don't know what that fabric is. Ale. Okay. But just all of it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, and then my friend Arlene will end here. She has 5 new designs. Pinwheel. I like cannot stop staring at because how does she do it? I don't know. It's stitched with just one color of floss, but done with like, what is that, 8 different patterns. Um, it's stitched in a Threadworks floss, and you can pick up the thread as well. And I just, I can't stop staring at it. She does such cool geometric things. But that's not all she does. We also have this cool cameo glass pattern. And I was talking to her on the phone or on video at one point. Uses DMC. It's not just one color because that's how you get some of the dimension. Um, oh, it's just cool. And you could totally use that Sunken Depths linen as well. Okay, and then this is another super cool one. This is called Flip Flop Geometry. These are the same pattern, just use of colors mixed up. How brilliant is that? Sorry, it's not the exact same pattern. It's like inverted. It's like it's the same pattern, but in one it's, you know, so the pattern is kind of inverted from the inside out, not just the colors. Arlene probably explains it much better in her video, so I'll let her do it. Um, square would have been rotated around, 4 different versions, 4 different corners. You get it. Again, can't stop staring at it. And it's charted in, I think, I'm assuming, let's call it 4 colors. Maybe it's less, maybe it's more DMC, but you could totally pick your own palette as well for something like this. That would be fun. Okay, and then she's got this cute little autumn wreath, or excuse me, wreath of autumn colors. And this fun little set of Biscornu, black, white, and red all over. What's black, white, red, and all over? A zebra with a sunburn. That's my favorite. There's a lot of versions of that joke, but that is my default. Oh, it's so fun. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about cross stitch because I'm starting to go a little bit cross-eyed from staring at the screen this much. But thank you for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed that. I thought it'd be fun to look through, in particular, some of the more recently added ones that haven't gotten as much time in the sun, as I said. But like I said, you can find all of these in my shop. Suggest placing your pre-orders by Thursday because I'll start locking in quantities. And there's some stuff that I tend to like buy extras of charts, but I might only buy like one or two extras. And if everyone was hoping to actually get that one chart, then I won't have enough. And I don't want that to happen to you. I would love, like I said, to be your personal stitchy shopper. So thank you so much for shopping TopKnot. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know what pattern or patterns or fabrics or whatever other treasures you are most excited about. And if you're curious in me talking through even more of these, I doubt we'll have time before the show. But thanks for hanging out with me today. Okay, goodbye.